Can you see me? Hello everyone, it's another edition on Can You See Me? The teenagers are asking you, can you see me? Your children are asking you, can you see me? The environment they have found themselves, what is going on in this generation, the tech generation, they are screaming, can you see me? Meaning they feel they're invisible, they're unheard of, and they feel like disappearing. And from our previous edition, we went through some questionnaire written by those children from public school, and you could see the alarming question they raised. And from what we picked out from those questions is there's a disconnect between the parents and the children. The children are yelling for attention. The children are already, because they lack connection with their parents, they are already misguided and they are mixing it. Some of them have been involved in some sexual things. Some of them have gone deep with drugs and all that. And this is what is common right now with this word, the teenage word, drug, sex, and the misuse of phone. But for now, parents, we are going to be talking about the kids, the teenagers, star. Do you know every child is a star? Yeah, star. Once they are giving birth to, they are star. But it's how you manage this star, is how you groom this star, determine what this star will be. And if you want to see the impact of the cause of a star not shining, it all draws back to the home. A family that don't have a structure, as a family, you're supposed to have a structure, how you will run, how you will train your kids, what bind you people together as family, including you parents. You're not left behind. So if there is no structure, something will be missing out from the family. And if you can see, we are talking about star. So every child is a star. Do you know that every child is a star? There is nothing wrong with any child. That criminal kid you see out there was not once a criminal. He was a star. That child that tells lies, that child that is very stubborn, that child that is a bully, he or she was once a star. So what happened? Because if you see the experience of what is happening with the teen right now, there is something missing. What is missing? The disconnection between the parents and their kids. So if you as a parent, you can see that your little baby that is becoming a teenager as a star, you will cherish such child and treasure the star in that child to build the light in that child. And what causes the effect of this is that it is a dysfunctional home. Once a home is disconnected, the star of a child begins to dim. If you see the star out there, you will notice that there's a star that shines brighter than another star. That is what you see among the children, among every child. So once there is a disconnect, it means there is something wrong with the home. The number one problem is not the school. The number one problem is not the environment. Although those other ones, there are factors that affect the effect of a star going down. But the number one factor is the home. And once the home is dysfunctional, what is dysfunctional home? When the relationship between the husband and wife, that is both spouse, is now affecting the children negatively. The truth is that as parents, the way you relate, the way you manage your home is rubbing off on your children, consciously or unconsciously. So parents, try and build your home. Try and close the loopholes. Try and close. Once there is a separation between husband and wife, the truth is that it will affect the child psychologically. And you see, this child will start trying to seek for attention, and they seek for attention from the wrong people, their friends. Remember, these are follow friends, not nothing. The funny thing about these teenagers is that they assume they know, but they know nothing. In fact, they believe they know more than you. So they meet these their co-peers that have not seen or have any experience with life, and they follow those people and they miss it out. So as parents, please be guided. Close that loophole and connect. Once a home is dysfunctional, it affects your child psychologically and emotionally. They will not be able to express to you things that is affecting them. From our research, we noticed that these children cannot express themselves to their parents. Instead, it's a third party. And I want your parents to know that once your children reach that teen age, the people they are looking out to is not you. From that 0 to 13, you are the most influential person in the life of your child. Once you miss it, it's not at 13. once you miss it, from that 13 to be 18, you are no longer the most influential person. It's now becoming what? Their peers and other people. So once you miss that 0 to 13, if you are not the most influential person in their life from 0 to 13, you can't be the most influential person in their life from 13 to 18. This is where the disconnection comes from. But once from 0 to 13, you are the most influential. What is the meaning of most influential? It means that your child can easily come to you and express things to you, what they are going through. You are the first person they connect with. You are the first person they tell what is going on in their life. So once you miss it, it will be very difficult from that age 13 to 18, because at this stage, if you are not their most influential person, you can't be their most influential person. But once you are their most influential person, at personality at that age 0 to 13, at that 13 to 18, it will be very easy for them to explain and narrate to you their hearts, what they are going through with their body and everything. So parents, please close that loopholes, because once they reach that 13 to 18, they look more to their friends out there. They look more to another older person out there. And I want you parents to connect with the type of people your children connect with. Who is the older personality they look up to? It will be funny to say that most teen of this age, they look to some celebrity. Do you know the type of celebrity they look up to? And those celebrities have a strong influence on them than you, the parents. And imagine if that strong celebrity influence is negative, it will rub off on them. So please close the loopholes. And that thing that causes the diminishing of a star of a child is environmental factor. And what is that? The environment they find themselves. If you check most children that stay in this ghetto area, because what is trending in that environment is drugs. They see things. Okay, it's drugs. They see things, they can't help themselves. Consciously, unconsciously, that environment will do what? It will rub off on them. That's why as parents, the environment you find yourself, you should be very careful. It's not every environment you move into once you have a child. I know there are some financial bills and other things, but the environment you are going to put your child, it matters. Then the school is one of the environment, the school factor. If you are not connected to what is happening in your child's school, you'll miss it. It's unfortunate that most parents don't even attend their children PTA. They don't even know what is happening in the school. They don't know. You just drop your kids in the school. You know nothing. You don't even have a relationship with your children teacher. It is very, very necessary for you to have a relationship with your children teacher. I didn't mean for you to start calling the children teacher. No. Have a connection. It will help you know the environment factor that is affecting your child. Do you even know your children's friends? Another thing you should know about this teenage, this tech age is that they will present to you their friends that they believe it will suit you. Why they have other friends you don't know about? That is why parents, you need to take a shock absorber. I know that shock absorber. When your children are coming to tell you something, you don't condemn them immediately. You don't judge them. Listen to the nonsense they're about to say, and you have to use wisdom to correct it. Because if those teenagers, they want to tell you something happening to them, they might not mention their name. They might use my friend, this happened to my friend, or they might be talking about themselves. And the way you react determine if they'll be coming back to talk to you. If you react wrongly, maybe the way you react, you attack them, they will not come back to you. They will tell you nothing. But once they see that the way you react, you were not surprised, you were calm. So as parents need to have that calmness, to be so calm and to be very, very attentively and observant about these teenagers. This is how they'll be able to open up to you, to tell you a lot of things affecting them. Once they see that you are not judgmental, you don't condemn them, you don't criticize them, they will come back to you. I'm not telling you to pamper your teenage. I'm not telling you to pamper your teen child. I'm not telling you to pamper your kids. I'm just trying to tell you that you are not the only influential person in their life. There are other people at that stage they start listening to. But you have to get involved and get bond with those things that are connected to them. Another thing that affects the Another thing that affects the effect of a star child not rising is that the psychological thing going on in his or her body. Parents, you go through stress. These children too go through stress. At that 13 to 18, most of them are confused. Their body is changing, their body is reacting. If you do not teach your children early, it amazes me why some parents, they don't educate their children early. They feel it's until they are 19, you will lose it. At 19, they have no more than you do. They see it on the media, they see it. In fact, they taught them in the school, it's in their syllabus, they see it. So if you miss it out, you miss it. So their body is reacting, they are being confused. Some of them will start becoming moody. Some of them just want to be going out. And if you feel that you have a particular child that like outing, you have to observe that. There are some that they love outing, they want to go out. You can't engage that type of child in. The thing you will do to that type of child is that you will engage that child. There are some children you just talk in the house, they are ready to lock themselves. It's you that will be telling them, okay, please go out, go and react, go and play with this friend. So you are the one that will be forcing them to go and play their follow pace. So observe the temperament of your child, observe the psychological changes of their body, observe what is going on with them. Don't be too busy. Parenting is not by force. It is not by force. It is intentional. So don't be too busy for them. You have to. If you don't connect, you will lose it. And lastly, another thing that affects the start of a child is the social media. These days, there is nothing wrong giving your kids phone, but I want you to know that there is age appropriate for the use of phone. Don't be that parent that because this other parent do this to their child, you follow. No. Have your own family structure. That is that family. As a parent, you also have to do what? Upgrade yourself. Don't say that I'm not part of the tech age. You are part of the tech age as far as you're a parent. So everything happening in the tech age, every electronically gadget, you're supposed to know. Every new latest app, you're supposed to know. Because it's through this social media it's through this social media that these children, they get caught up and lose they get caught up and they lost it. So you see this use of phone, if you don't know what is going on with some certain app, a child can just hold a phone, and funny enough, I see a little child using phone to Google his assignments in this generation. Who does that in my generation? So this thing is making them to become so lazy. The child was just Googling his assignment. I'm talking of a child in primary, in the basic level. So if you don't guide it, they become so lazy. They will have this lack of self-esteem. They will not know how to do some certain things on their own. And sometimes, your child will tell they are studying their Bible or they are making research. It will shock you that there are some things that as you hold the phone, some certain pornography material just pump up. And this is what pollutes the eye of a child. It kills their star. So please, parents, are not the only influential factor in the life of your children. Try and be familiar with everything happening around their life. I didn't say try to be monitoring them, but try to become familiar. Parents, your teenagers are crying, they are screaming. Can you see me? Can you see yours? Your children are screaming. Don't think it's teenagers, even children, they are affected. Can you see yours? They are screaming. Can you see yours? With this, I will stop there. We will continue with our next edition. But we're only trying to connect you. We're only trying to expose what is going on in the teen world. A lot of things is happening in the teen world that you parents, you don't know about. So we are trying to expose these things because we meet with these children regularly. They open to us and tell us things they cannot ordinarily share with their parents. So as we are exposing this, we didn't say that you should go back and judge them. We said that go back and connect with them. I still remain Comfort Anya, with the founder of Comfort Brand Foundation. We are a voice for the children and we stand for the children. Parents, can you see us? Viewers, don't forget to like and share. I would like to see you on our comment section to share your view, your experience. The teenagers, you can share your experience. Parents, you can also share your experience, your view. It will go a long way to help each other as we are building connection with our children. Thank you.